Hi, I'm Darren Odom. I'm the VP of Mobility Platform here for Network Optics. We're at ITS World Congress 2025, and I'm here with Branham with Juganu.
Yes, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me, Darren.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about Juganu and what you guys do?
Yeah, we started originally as an LED lighting company with lighting control systems, and then in 2020, when the smart city initiative and goals of cities to enhance their spaces started to take shape, we thought, what better asset than the street light? So we took all of your sensor sets, your cameras, your environmental sensor, your audio sensor, and GPU compute, and put it inside of the lighting infrastructure. And so now that asset becomes an intelligent asset all across your city where you already have existing lights.
So you basically take all of that stuff that's on the pole and you put it into one nice looking package.
Yeah, we like to call it, get rid of the Christmas tree of devices and clean your city up from an aesthetic standpoint.
That's awesome. And so how does Network Optics fit into all of that?
Yeah, as we think of one, right, for public safety, where's that video processing stream need to go? So we integrate seamlessly into the VMS and Network Optics from a video perspective, but then where does all the data that's coming off of it go? How do end customers access that? So we're able to push that through the system as well. As we think of locations where cities have a hard time, putting a server. Well, we've got a server built in with the GPU. We can load NXGo onto the light so that it's processing, sending that data to the cloud, so then they can send and transmit back to that single location.
Awesome. That's a huge differentiator because you can do things like camera to cloud. And one of the things that we have going on next in version 6.1 of our software, Gen 6, is the ability to deploy AI to the edge. And I think that's going to be a big game changer for Juganu and others.
Yeah, I see. We have our base set of analytics that we run. So how do we start to enhance that now that we have the compute there and now that we have a partner to do that? What are those additional use cases that we can bring to customers and help make our cities safer and smarter?
What sort of things do you guys solve that differentiate you from kind of the competition?
Yeah, it's the ability to put an asset where you don't have fiber. So we can do our wireless mesh topology. So 25 lights connected off of one single fiber drop. Wow. You don't see that on existing camera systems. Yeah. And then now you've brought in, pedestrian movement, detection zones for bike lanes, incident detection. If someone falls in the roadway, we can immediately do that. And then most recently, we just put a connected vehicle radio inside of our lamp. So now we can do pedestrian detection and broadcast that message out for safety awareness on our streets.
Talk to me a little bit more about V2X and how that works with your system.
Yeah, so we can do two factors, which I think is unique. One is on our direct communication that we all know and hear a lot about at shows like this, where it's on the 5.9 band, device to device. But what about devices that don't have an OBU, an onboard unit inside the vehicle? So now we can go to network because we're transmitting from a cloud-to-cloud perspective. We can tell a vehicle, 300, 400 yards away that there's a pedestrian in that middle of that roadway, or there's a stopped vehicle through a cloud-to-cloud. Because most OEMs are running an LTE SIM inside of the car today.
Wow, that's so cool. Well, thanks, Brandon. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Good luck.